to do. But I'll touch base with Rich, and then we'll go from there. Rich will probably reach out to you if he wants to do something different than what you're doing.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if he wants me to, because one is nowhere close. They literally are just finishing up the sanding. So that's why I was going to do the second half of 2 and the 8 on 1. Just give them that order. And then we can finish all of 3 and half of 2. I mean, that's like a 75 piece order. But however they want to do it, I'm game for it.
Right. Yeah, I'll just touch base with Rich and see what he's doing, because I can't really make the call one way or the other. I'll see what he wants to do. It's his baby. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Whatever you want, just let me know, and I can estimate it all, and we'll be good.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Thanks.
All right, great. Have a good day.
You too, Brian.
All right, bye-bye. Hey, welcome back, everyone, to Detroit Shrimp. Sorry about that. Had a little business call I had to take care of. People want stuff done now. And if you're not in the commercial business, that's what they want. They want you to measure stuff and just wing it. Just take a guess. What you think, measure it out and guess what size you think it would be, because they don't want to get hit on shipping. But not be afraid that if it's done that way, it won't fit. So it's really weird. It's crazy, but when they call you 5 times in a row, I'm trying to get on here and they just keep calling. So, but anyways, welcome. It's a good thing. It's not a negative thing. It's a positive thing. But they want big fella coming in before they want me coming in tomorrow. I got another job to do tomorrow, so I have to go disconnect a bunch of plumbing. We're gutting a bathroom. Love doing bathrooms. Bathrooms are like way cool. I don't know. That's where the artistic side of me comes in, seeing things, changing some things up, making it look cool. But yeah, I have that to do tomorrow. So I will not be going to the big building. So how's everyone doing this morning? We have Jamie Anderson. Hello, a geek boy. What is going on? My Fish Tanks Aquatics. Welcome. The Chubby Guppy. That's my boy. That's my guy. What do we got? Still working on 29 drilled hex. Good afternoon, Brian. 29. Hey. Working, can't watch, but got you on headset. Excellent. Well, thank you, Jamie. Thank you. Muppets 929. Welcome. With the drilling part, I had gone to my buddy's store and we went in the back room to get some bloodworms out of his freezer. And he had, I don't know, probably 25, 35-gallon tanks. I said, what are you doing with all these? I said, you don't keep this many 5-gallon. Oh, no, customer wants me to drill them all. So when I went in yesterday, they were like behind his freezer. He's got a floor freezer for all of his frozen fish stuff. I said, what's up with all the 5 gallons? Did he come get half of them or what? He's like, yeah, no, I had to stop. I said, stop what? He said, stop drilling them. Every single one just kept busting. So I probably wouldn't try to drill a 5-gallon fish tank. It doesn't. He's been in the business for almost 30 years, and if he can't drill a 5-gallon, he's using the wrong tool, or they can't be drilled. But enough of that. Let's get to this box. This box, how we were talking, if you guys know Terry like freaked out yesterday because his UPS package for me didn't come when they said it was supposed to come. Well, same thing here. I've paid to have this FedExed, and it was supposed to be here yesterday. Never showed. Showed today. Late today. So, it is what it is. You think with all the big fat money you pay these companies, but I understand they're busy, but you shouldn't charge so much money if it doesn't get there on time. I'm gonna have to check with the guy because I pay a lot of money to have this stuff overnighted, so this stuff gets here really good, and I can get it quick. So we shall see. I wasn't in a big, huge, fast hurry because it was already a day late, and I'm like, it is what it is, So and then I had to deal with stuff from work. So overnighting stuff isn't like every day. Oh, and the bag felt a little damp. Here's that little freezer bag or the little bag of water that they throw in there. No use. It's melted. It lasts long enough, because it leaves where they're at, which is probably hotter than here, or it helps in their post, and then it gets en route from here. All right, so bad news. Lunatic friends, they are too thin to drill PVC overflow works. Yeah, Muppets, a box, yeah. So they had no Mucha food left. Well, he's out right now. Hold on, let me grab my glasses. And then after this, I have to cut the grass. It's like 1.5 foot high. Okay, so we got a bunch of Robbie's food, the Blue Crown Sapphire food, because it's a very good food as well. It's a good staple to have in your repertoire of foods. But we did get this is Mucha biological powder. We have it here. We use it. It's good stuff. It's actually pretty strong. It'll create so much biological matter in your tank. It works very, very well. Let me get these out of here. It's good stuff, but we haven't had it available for a while. So it's benefits. Mucha ecological bacterial powder helps. What does it say? Nutrification and purity. Nutrification. And purify aquarium water, creating stability and ecosystem. And it's got ingredients and stuff, but it's ecological bacterial powder. If I don't shake too much. Very good stuff. It's really good stuff. And since they didn't have the Mucha food, I figured I'd get the Mucha powder because we don't ever offer that, because it's like, I don't know. I'm not one to have like 15 different things offered because, I don't have room for, all this stuff. Papa's, lunatic friends, what's happening? Papa Shrimp, hey. I thought I'd say hello and say thanks for all the support and prayers. Well, anytime my father went through what you did. And that's why I knew that when it said that you had to go in for heart surgery, a bypass, I was like, well, he'll be out in a couple days or in a day because they want to get you out fast because they want to get you up and moving. My dad was out like in a day. My dad lived for forever. The only reason my father passed away is his lungs were bad. But when they did his bypass, because they say, the bypass is supposed to, like all bypass surgery is supposed to like add 5 years to your life or something. But the bypass surgeries today, my glasses look crooked, but they're not. The bypass surgeries today are so powerful and so good that I mean, you could live forever on the surgery. So when I heard that you went into that, I was like, oh, he'll be fine because it's so upscale. The only thing my dad complained about was where they took the veins out of his leg. He said that the scar always hurt. Why does it look like? I don't know. My head's crooked, or I'm sitting crooked. Because maybe the glasses are. The arms are bent. Well, that's good to know because, I lay in bed with these and stuff. So I don't want crooked glasses. I mean, looking like a nerd's one thing, but being a nerd because you won't fix your glasses, that's another thing. Mike Green, welcome. But it is so nice to see you, Papa Shrimp. It's like I said, we had you in our prayers big time, and it was good to see you on the video yesterday, but I was like, this dude will be just fine. But here's the thing, even like my wife said, she's like, oh boy, that's got to be scary. Well, yeah, because they have to cut your rib cage completely open and open it up. How is that not scary? And then I couldn't even imagine. I've never broken a rib, but they just cut your whole chest apart. That's got to really hurt. So, but I'm just glad that you're, above ground, Bubba. That's really good. I'm glad we're good to go. We just got to get you healthy so you can get to the Aquashellas and stuff, get you back in the swing of things. But, hey, it's, prayers help. Prayers help. They always do. We're glad that you're up and moving. So, Brian FedEx did the same to me. My plants from Boost Plants was shown to be delivered yesterday at 8 p.m. But at 4:30 p.m., it was still down in Memphis. Yeah, this thing said that it was in Indiana. It left Indiana yesterday. I was like, what? And then it never showed. So we have to see. All right, I'll just put this down here. So see, unlike others, because I've learned, I had the same surgery last year. Oh, you did, Mike? Yeah, pain is horrible, but definitely worth it. Oh, yeah, this is Ginger. Welcome. It's so good to see you in here. I mean, I see you everywhere else, but it's nice when people can stop by and hang out. But if you guys are interested, Jenny Lynn, if you guys are interested or want to help in any way other than, giving them your best and everything, Papa Shrimp does have, I don't have the website, but if you go on Papa Shrimp's channel, he has a thing set up to where you can donate a few bucks to help him with his surgery bills. So if you can, afford $1, anything, he does have, if you go on his channel, subscribe to Papa Shrimp. He has a video that he posted yesterday, his first day out of the hospital, and it does have a website on there. It's a GoFundMe where you can send a couple bucks, $1, 50 cents. It doesn't matter. Everything works. So yeah, if you want to help out, if you can help out in any way, that would be super cool. So, not to pick on Terry. These are all good, but they're starting to discut. Oh, I gotta get a bucket. Hold on. And we're not going to pick on Terry. I was just going to point out a funny thing is if you watch Terry's video yesterday, Terry kind of quietly and slowly started to freak out when he got his shrimp in the mail, due to the fact that Terry bought expensive shrimp. Okay, so see, here we go. This is cool. I love this newspaper. This stuff's the best. Terry freaked out, and I totally understand. But this is why I usually never do an unboxing, a live unboxing, unless, I'm paying for overnight. Because accidents can happen. And if something happens, I don't want it to be on stream, but no matter what it is. But what Terry did is what I've done, probably, let's say about 4 times. But I can totally understand what Terry, because see, Terry spent, let me get that bag open. It's a little discolored. Terry spent a good amount of money on shrimp. Okay. Now here's the thing: is Terry's very there he is. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Now hold on. Don't say that. Let me finish what I was saying. Dobo, what's up? So Terry spent a lot of money on shrimp, and Terry is very passionate about his stuff. So yesterday when shrimp showed up and they weren't the exact color and everything, I've done it. I mean, I've called and was upset, done it. But he's looking at it going, hey, wait a minute. Where's this? Where's that? He's looking into a container that's not super clear. And then about 15 minutes later, when everything starts to color up, he's like, oh, shoot, there it is. Now, I've done it. I don't know how many times. But the thing is, Terry, with you, you got a lot of money on the line. And it's not something that you just, take lightly. And when it shows up, you're like, oh, this is no big deal. And then so all I was trying to say is, or what I was going to say is, I totally understand because I've been there. And my wife was sitting here going, Terry, give it a second. They're stressed out, Terry. I was like, oh, Terry, don't think that I gave you wrong shrimp, dude. Don't think I would do that to you. But I was laughing going, because I did it with yellow shrimp. I had yellow shrimp sent, and they sent me the new ones that I deal with. I don't deal with yellow shrimp no more. They're yellow, but they're called Ultra Golds. And the bodies are a little clearer than a regular yellow shrimp. So when they showed up, they were all clear. And I was like, man, you sent me a bunch of garbage. What is this? So they said, oh, we're sorry. Our employees probably sent you the wrong stuff. Well, guess what? The next day, I had a tank full of yellow shrimp that were incredible, but I never had them before. So when you did that yesterday, I was laughing inside, but I felt bad because I can't call you. I can't call you and say, hey, just give it a minute. It'll be good, So I'm glad that, it happened quickly, But I was sitting there going, Jesus, the guy's got so much money on the line. Because it's not cheap. You don't want garbage showing up. You don't want dead stuff showing up. And you surely don't want something showing up that you did not pay for. So that's all I was trying to say with shipments. Because here's my shipment. I just opened up the first bag and it stinks. But because I get large, I get larger amounts of stuff sent in bags, and that's why I pay for overnight shipping, and when mine didn't show up yesterday, I was like, oh boy, here we go. Because it's not prepared to travel for more than a day. But so that's all I wanted to say, Terry, was that when you got them and put them in the thing, I mean, I was like, oh yeah, they're not super colorful yet, but I was like, oh geez, how do I get a hold of Terry and make him feel better?
On my next order, I'll send you my number as well.
Yeah, it's
Now I know what to expect.
well. That's the thing is you're you're just this fish guru guy.
I'm not a shrimp keeper.
Well, correct. But the thing is even if you were a shrimp keeper, it's still the expectation. That was the thing that I was looking at yesterday that I was kind of like I was feeling really bad about because we talked about everything, but we didn't talk about how they would show up, how they could show up with lack of color. And see the ones that you're
Dude, I
saying,
swear to God, those things when I first pulled them out of the bag, they were blue.
right. Well, like I said, the females, their spots have the blue in them. So I'm sitting here going, Terry, they're probably females. But my wife's going, Terry, give it a second. And she's watching. She's looking
See,
at
number one, if you want, I'll take the video down.
Look, I don't have need for that. Keep it up. It's you get for people watching it. The thing is it's not like, people are watching are going to know. I'm not asking. I don't care if you take it down. It doesn't hurt anything. It's not like you're saying these are terrible. And I
did slowly start to realize, Terry, you're a dumbass. These things just spent 2 days or 3 days in a completely black environment.
Well, yeah, but the thing is like I said, at the time when you opened them up, you were excited. And like I said, the big thing is it's a lot of money. So when you go to open something and it's not exact, if you open your garage and you don't see the Lamborghini you bought and you see a Pinto, issue. And it's the same thing, it's think about African cichlids and stuff,
I tell you what, they colored up rather quickly, actually.
Well, that's what it is. And I think the biggest thing was because they were in the dark. Because what you were saying, they were only 3 degrees off of what I keep them here.
Right.
So the temperature was really good, but I think it was because they were in the dark. It'd probably be. And then look at your box; it looked like they kicked it around. And
it wasn't in perfect shape.
Oh my gosh, they beat the living crap out of that thing. I'm surprised that the shrimp are alive with that box being as busted up as it was.
But I am totally happy. And give me a couple weeks. I want to double my order.
Okay, but
I definitely do think you're right about the population density.
Yeah,
I think I'd be better off getting some more.
Well,
that's 8.
See, I didn't even ask for these, but that's what it is. That's why they say the smaller tank, the better. But here's the thing is, I don't ever try to push. I don't go, well, you're gonna need way more. You're gonna need way more because whatever's comfortable for someone to spend is what they spend. But that's why I was like, go with the 5, don't go with the 10, because that's like putting, shrimp inside of a football stadium. It's just way too big and they'll freak out and they could die, because they like to be close to each other. But with what you have now, it used to be totally fine. It's just, and you will get the same discount. I don't have an issue with that because I do know that they, the price on them and stuff. But that's what we do. We take care of people and,
I'd actually order them now, but I got a fish swap coming up Sunday and I don't want to spend all my wad.
I heard you. I was going to come on your channel last night when you were streaming to all hours of them, but you seen I was on there, but I was going to come on. I hit the button to go live. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm watching this show on Netflix that they're logging wood in Canada, and
Big Timber.
Big Timber, yeah. And I'm like, well, if I go on there, I'm not gonna be able to watch Big Timber, and I want to watch one more before I go to bed. So Big Timber won last night. It was when Aquaballs was on.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I'm like, man, I gotta fill these tanks up and go to bed because I had things to do today. And then after we all logged off, I don't know if you know this, but you can click end stream, but the people that are on panel can stay on panel and you can conversate. George and I had a pretty long conversation with each other last night.
That guy, I don't know what it is about him. He reminds me of some Red Fancy Tigers. Now, see, you were saying, now here's the other thing I wanted to point out to you. The shrimp that I sent you are small, but adults, I can send adults all day, but the ones that rebound the best, and
absolutely. That's true in fish too.
Yes, but if you can tell, these guys are just bigger, a little bigger than the size of a piece of rice. And these are fancy red tigers. These are really high grade. I got these to put in with mine. There we go. Look at that, red and white.
That's nice.
But these were, this is now, I had these sent to Chevy Fish because Chevy Fish belongs to some fish organizations where she lives, and she belongs to 3. Well, Robbie at Blue Crown, he used to live in Chicago. He's got a house in Chicago, and he knows a lot of people that are in these fish communities and stuff out there. So she wants to take them and, show people at, her swaps and stuff. So I was like, we got to send her, these really extreme ones. And the other part of it is Chevy Fish's family is, really big time. It's like they all devoted themselves to the military. So she has lost her husband, her son was in the military, all this stuff. So, it just makes us, want to do more. And it's like, so I called in a special favor to Robbie and I said, look, we gotta look out for this woman. We gotta send her, some really good stuff. And he's like, oh, well, I actually got some stuff in that I think she'll be really happy with. And she messaged me yesterday, said it came in, said they're so cute and, said they're great. And, so yeah, we sent some of those to Chevy Fish. So
that's really nice, man.
Yeah, it's just the way that we try to get, look, that's about all I can do is if I can call in favors or be like, hey, do this, and then I'll pay extra down the road or, whatever. Send me a bunch more. I'll just keep selling, because like his products, I don't make money off of his product. All the stuff that he sends me, I don't make any money. He allows me to, now I have products to sell to people, which if I didn't have his products, I wouldn't have all this stuff. I wouldn't have the sponge filters, all the biological stuff, so on and so forth. So he's a big supporter too. And he's got a super big heart and all that stuff. And so it's really good to have someone on your side that actually may not actually feel the same way you do about stuff, but will support anything that, you do. So sure. Yeah, it's really good. Still in ya and still in your. I always love that. That's funny. But yeah, so other than that, what do we got here?
Hey, I'm gonna drop off. I got more laundry to do. I gotta go fold clothes.
Oh, okay.
I know it's an exciting freaking Friday for me, but
hey, I gotta go cut the grass, dude. So that my grass.
Yeah, I actually have to do that too.
It's so high. I have the side door open with a clip because I can't find the side that came with it in my garage, so I just have it lifted open, and I got a metal clip holding it open because the grass is so high. I'm not going to bag it. I'll have to stop every 4 feet, and it's just messed up. So yeah, I got to go do that after I do this.
But hey, thanks again for the shrimp, and I am definitely going to get more. I am more than happy. They look fantastic. God, against the rock, if you got a little algae covered rock,
yeah, they
look so neat against that with their little white boots just constantly picking.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing is that's why if you get lava rock, get the red lava rock, it really makes their color. That's what I have. So when I video it, you see it, their background is that red lava rock. So if you just get a piece of that or something, or a couple, pieces and put it around your big rock that you have in there, they'll really pop there too. You can put wood in there. You can put plants in there. They just
You know
need
what
and everything just to feed on all day long.
as small as they are, I can be 7 feet away and I can see them little white boots just moving.
Oh yeah. Oh, and another thing, the stuff that dumped out. I'm sorry about that. That's my mulberry powder. That's what I'm saying. They must have kicked that box or something, because those things you see in the Sulawesi salt.
Oh yeah, it doesn't open easy.
No. So that's what I'm saying. When it showed up, I was like, oh my gosh, let's pray that the shrimp are alive, and that's another reason probably why they were so, distressed and stuff, is because how they were handled, because that was sad how that box showed up.
Oh yeah.
But I'm going to stop putting live or fragile or anything on it, because I was even told by people that have family or friends that work for the Post that when they see that,
they go out of their way to destroy it.
Yeah. And I mean, it is what it is, but I'm going to stop putting that on there. So hopefully the boxes don't show up so damaged, because that box was pretty darn damaged.
But hey, keep up the good work, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a good one.
All right. See ya. All right. So, oh, I didn't even know that. Maybe I did. Here's more favorites. Red Fancy Tigers, green Babaltis. I didn't even know that, because I sold out of the green Babaltis. Everyone bought everything. I mean, well, not everyone, but 3 people bought all of my Babaltis. So I didn't even know that I got more. So now I got more. Because I'm actually sitting here the other day going, well, if I get more, I would like to switch the tanks up. Because I have the green Babaltis in with my orange Rillies, and it's hard to get them out, because you have 2 types of shrimp in there. But when they hide, green Babaltis are, they're hard to see if you don't have the background and everything for them to stick out. I do, because I have black sand, but it's just a little harder to, when you have 2 types of shrimp in a tank instead of just one. But yeah, you could put them with Neocaridina, because they don't have Babalti shrimp, or a totally different type of shrimp. They're not Neocaridina, nor are they Caridina. Well, they're Caridina, so I shouldn't say that. Babaltis are Caridina, but their insides are different, so they won't breed with the other shrimps. That's why you can mix them. But the green Babaltis and the tigers that I have, the zebra Babaltis, I don't keep them in because my water here is very soft, you could say. I mean, well, it's not super soft, but I mean, my GH, when it comes out, I think it's like 5 or 6. The KH is like 3. TDS is like 102, 105, somewhere around there. So it's not horrible, but just for safety's sake, and for me to let everybody know, if you're going to keep a Babalti shrimp, it's better to be able to keep them on a soft, in a softer tank. I mean, even if you go put them in a Caridina tank that has a lower TDS, just something basic. So if you have like a sensitive shrimp, or you have an expensive, I would just put them in soft, something softer, more or less is what I'm trying to say. I'm just going in circles about that. But I have all these pregnant females that don't want to let go. But Yeah, so they can go in tap water, but I keep them in softer water because, for one, I breed them, and I want to make sure the babies survive. Well, the green Babaltis that I had were breeding. Somebody's got the mother right now and the father. Okay, Jenny. Somebody's got all those right now because I had to sell everything that I had for the orders. But, I haven't seen any offspring. So in my opinion, they need the softer water to live. Not many people breed them because they are hard to breed due to that. So that's where I come in to be like, yeah, no, I'm gonna do it, and so though the tanks are softer now. At least the zebra Babalti one up here is softer. I have a bunch of pregnant females in there. It's all really, really nice. So, these are the red fancy tigers. Let me hold this up again and see if you guys can see this. I showed that one, but see if we can get some shrimp quality up here. That white stuff is in there is like a filter. Here they're on this side. See, look at that white and red, the tight, man. The quality of these are really high. Way higher than the ones I've been breeding for, a year and a half. I just keep calling. They look great. But the thing is I could never afford a high grade, red fancy, so, and that's the thing is, if I can't afford it, I can't get it. How am I going to get it? So when I'm able to get things, then, when the deals are there, even though I do this, doesn't mean I get deals, but when the deals are there, I take advantage of it. And there's so little water in here, I got to put them in a catch cup. Look at that. I thought there was way more water, but that's cool. Now I don't have to dump all that stuff in there. Hold on, let me go rinse this out. Well, matter of fact, I don't really. Yeah, I do. I got to rinse it out. Plus, I need fresh water. So with these shrimp, they're going to be put aside for a long time. But when shrimp come in, when I order shrimp, if I order them for something, which I did, you guys just don't know yet what I ordered them for. They're packaged a certain way to travel a certain way. So when they don't show up when they're supposed to, accidents can happen due to the fact that they're not packaged to last, 3-4 days in the mail. They're packaged to last, like 12. So when they don't show up when they're supposed to, that's when, like, now there's like, I don't know, 2 dead. But it started to set the water off. So one of the bags had dark water, had red water, and it smelled. So, that's water quality is poor. So what I hurry up and do is I put fresh water in there immediately. Because, look, I could pull them out and dump them into an empty tank. But the thing is they're not there yet. I do a lot of stuff to these before they even go into the tanks. So I don't just scoop and throw them in there, and it is what it is. One thing I did wake up to not liking is I had one of them little fat chubby goldfish that I was going to feed the gulper, and I woke up and he wasn't alive anymore. I had him in a quarantine tank with some other stuff in a little tank, but they weren't doing so good at the store either. But they sell them for $10, and for $10 it should have lived. I fed him, and and I woke up today and he was laying on the side at the bottom. So that just shows you. I mean, feeding them, as a food is one thing, but that shows you that, how important it is to quarantine, because I've had it for, I don't know, maybe about, 5 days, 4 or 5 days, and it died. So that shows you how important the quarantine process is, even though you go get it at the store and you're like, oh, this is great. I mean, they could die a week later. Because you don't know what's in them. They could have parasite, anything. And that's what I'm saying. I put them over there because I don't want to feed anything to the gulper cat that's sick, possibly get him sick. So I bought a silver sides yesterday, and I got the tilapia. So we're going to stick with that. If he ate that crayfish, I might get him more crayfish and stuff. Coffee's getting cold, so we'll knock it out. Fish Tropic, welcome. Monster Fish Gal. Tropic says that most fish don't even get out of his quarantine. Yeah, it's a shame sometimes what happens. But I don't know. When it comes down to it, it's God, I'm gonna have to get a smaller container. When it comes down to it, it sucks because even the pet store owners, don't know. But the thing is, stores don't have the place to quarantine. Just think if a store had to quarantine everything. Holy heck. They would be massive. Just a local LFS would have to be like the size of Petco or something, because they would need all that room to quarantine. So when you're dealing with fish stores from, that have been around 50 years and stuff, it's tough to go in someplace. But I was always told when I was coming up, don't ever buy fish that just came in a shipment. It's kind of like don't ever go get gas at a gas station when the fuel truck is there filling the tanks, because it's stirring all the crap up on the bottom, and you're going to put it in your car. That's at least what I was told. Don't know the truth behind that. I don't work for the filling stations, but but yeah, they say, don't do that, because, they could show up. They could just die on you. They could die in their store. And that's what most fish do, is when they get them, they put them in the tanks, like feeder fish and guppies and all that stuff. Whatever they're bred in, they get to the store, and you go into a store and there'd be 200 dead fish just floating there, and they're like, yeah, they show up like that. No, they don't. You just don't know how to take care of them from where they come from. No one takes 2 seconds and says, hey, what do you have these fish in? So when they don't test the water and go, oh, wow, the TDS is through the roof, or they have, they got salt in the water or anything. They don't do that. The best fish seem to be from local breeders. Yeah, stores are superconductors of parasites and bacteria if they're on open systems or if they never shut down and clean. Yeah. I mean, I agree 100%, totally 100% that they are superconductors of, all that stuff. I don't think I've ever seen a store shut, at least over here, shut down and clean. You go into, I'll go in, what is it? They call that the walk of death in the morning that they do. I'll be in the store. I take Luke, and Luke's like, hey, should I go tell him that there's a dead fish? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. But they're, they don't want to hear that, especially a customer. And then they're like, ugh. But the thing is if they get upset, they can tell them that there's a dead fish, then they don't care for their fish. They just have them there just to get business, to get people in for whatever, to get them in the store. Because a lot of people say, well, if I can get you in here for something, then I can possibly sell you something else. Come on, dude. This one's just chilling up here in the fold and won't let go. There he goes. He let go. He's just sitting there feeding away and whatever's caught in this fold. But yeah, that's the bad thing. Is so now instead of you being able to go home and take, your fish home and put them in your tanks and stuff, now you have to have separate, what you always did, but no one ever told you this. If you were a kid back in the 80s, growing up in the 80s, no one ever told you this. And the thing is, they had, organizations and stuff back then, but, when you're a kid, you don't really know this stuff. And there wasn't YouTube for people to, put videos up and people to learn from it and stuff like that. So your kid going, hey, how come my stuff is dying? And then you show up to the pet store again and they're like, oh, here comes little Bobby again. He must have, all of his fish must have died again. Oh, hope he's got his allowance money. And then it's, then you're back to square one. Oh, Tropic, there's no fish stores around here that have basements. Mm-mm. But see, that's why I was asking you the other day how stores were where you are in Canada, due to the fact that, I don't know how things are run in different countries, and I see a lot of cool fish stores in Canada. So, I used to, or I watch that stuff on my what is that? The stick I got on my TV. With the Prime on it and stuff. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know a store that closes. Oh, but the trick to feeder fish, freezing cold water. Straight out the tap, as cold as you can get it. And water, fresh water, you got to do water change, like throughout the day, it's got to be running. That's how you keep them alive. My buddy gets like 5,000 feeders and 5,000 rosies, put them in, and he might lose, 30, 20, but he has them. The water's flowing so hard in these tanks and they're just going crazy. I love it. And you stick your hand there, you're like, Jesus. He's like, that's what keeps them alive. So I don't know how they're bred, where they come from, but yeah, it's the it's freezing cold water that does it. He says that's the trick. And constant, he's got the tubes up there, so when he'll fill it up, he overflows it through his drain pipes, and he does that I think a couple times a day. But it's cold water and lots of oxygen. You go in his store, he's just got thousands. I went in there. What was it yesterday? Day before yesterday. And he's got his two tanks, his feeder tanks are all rosies. I was like, where's the goldfish? He's like, they didn't have any. He says goldfish are going up in price so high because they're so hard to get, and no one knows why it's hard to get goldfish right now. So, all right, I want to put a little water in with these sapphires real quick. Don't know why he sent sapphires, but. Alrighty, so there we go. So now we're all done. That's what we do. Like today was more of a specialty order. I like to get ahead of the curve, if you would say, for reasons of that, so I can be prepared and stuff, and get stuff, for more sales, because just because I have one sale doesn't mean I'm going to have another. Mains, tail, fur, and fins. They put the fish. Hey, Pumpkin King, what's going on? Yeah, I like Corey's. He's got that quarantine room. That's pretty neat. I like that, where he puts all of his stuff quarantine in it. And then that way you can even charge more that way, because it's kind of like you're guaranteeing your fish, that they're not sick, and you're going through all that stuff to make it nice. I am good, Pumpkin King. How are you today, sir? Put fish in. Retake some, medicate them for a week, maybe some dunk, and sell sick fish. You have to remember lots of people here in Toronto. Oh yeah, okay. I like that. You guys see that LRB? What LRB does? He gives them a bath, runs water into the water, opens up the fish bag, and he'll start running water out of his tap into it, and it rinses out the water that they're in and starts to put all that fresh water, and then they're breathing it in their gills and stuff, and it rinses out all that water out of their body. That's pretty cool. He said that's all he does, and he almost has no sick fish ever at all. Also, if you go to a store like Big Al's, the amount of people and sales being made is crazy. Yeah, they were to hire actually sales team. They knew their stuff. They could triple their income. Yeah, it's my buddy's store is it's slammed. And yeah, it's the same thing. It's just all money. I go in there, if I go in there to get something or to see them or to drop off shrimp, I'm there 3 hours because I can't have a conversation with them. So I'm just God bless. Mains, tails, fur, and fins. Hey, Brian, what is your email? I will punch it up here in a second. S, what's happening? My email is, oops, that is not what I want. Right, there it is. That's my email, my PayPal email. I want to change it to Detroit Shrimp Aquatics .com so you can, so people don't have to do a whole bunch of stuff. Plus, it's my business email. And so when I go to answer people, like I got a thing from a job today too, it's like a checklist. And when I answer it, it answers back Detroit Shrimp Aquatics. So they're probably like, who? Then they call me just to make sure that it's exactly who they're trying to contact. So, yes, I like doing these unboxings. Now, if I was getting this from someone else, I would not do it live. I always do unboxings from people privately. I'll film it, I video it, but like I was saying before, if something goes wrong, and let's say it's all dead. I got that from Corey from Aquarium Co-op. Corey started doing that. I was like, how come you don't ever do an unboxing? And that's what he said. Because it could be dead, whatever. And here's the thing is, I don't want anyone to look bad. Okay. And if I was to say, oh yeah, hey, this is from Frank at Frank's Fishy whatever, and I open it up and it's all dead, then it looks like Frank doesn't send his stuff right, when it was probably the post that did it. And then another thing, I don't want to show, dead shrimp or whatever I bought, dead fish or whatever. I don't want to show it on the stream. Because, we all care about our stuff and everybody's going to go, oh, and it's like, I don't want to ruin anybody's day. So I always want to bring a happy video. So, when I do an opening from Robbie, see, I've been dealing with Robbie for a couple of years now, but when I started with Robbie, there were, as all of us, could you call it, say, kinks in the chain? So like he'll send me stuff, I'll send him stuff, and we try to bring our packaging to where we could do it the cheapest and make sure everything's always alive. That's the big thing, is cost, because if we can ship it cheaper, then we can give it to everyone cheaper. So that's a huge thing when it comes to us. So when we first started out, there was stuff that showed up that, like Silowacy. He sent me Silowacy in the wintertime. And they were overnighted, but there was no heat pack in it. So when they showed up, it was a test run. 5 or 6%. When they showed up, they were all laying on their side. So I hurried up and put the bag on, I steamed it, put a hot bowl of water here, put a bowl on top of that, and then put the bag on that so it helped warm it up. And 4 of them came to life, put it in the tank, and 2 days later, those 4 died. So, it's learning how to do something, because, you get it a certain way, weather's a certain way. But am I able to do it another way to save the customer, the consumer, so much money, instead of saying, oh, well, you got to pay for overnight shipping. Well, here's the thing. A heat pack, with anything is a gamble. But when it comes to something small, like a shrimp that cannot get cold, Neos and stuff, they can get cold. But when you have a shrimp that can't get cold and dies when it gets cold, you put a heat pack in there, and those heat packs, like the ones I have, the 72-hour ones, can go up to 115 degrees. So then if it goes, you want it to be decently close to the shrimp so it keeps them warm. But if it's too warm, then you're going to cook it. If it's too far away, it's not going to do its job, and the shrimp could, die from being cold. So everything's, it's hard within the business, even with fish. You put that sucker too close, So that's why what I've kind of come up with, and Robbie does it too, is I send like bags that are way too big. So it's like, look, when I send it to you, if it costs $1 more, because I want that, it's kind of just like a fish tank. Let me take these up because I'm getting the glare from the computer. It's like a fish tank. If you have a little itty bitty tank, there's a chance that you could, it could crash, right? But if you have a huge tank, maintenance on it is like little to none because it takes care of itself. So if you send an itty bitty bag with something in it, it can change temperature quite rapidly. It can go up and it can come down, and that can shock whatever you're shipping. So if you add a little more, which a lot of people don't like to do because it costs more in shipping, and the consumer most of the time doesn't want to pay, you're trying to save everybody money. But I put the extra in it. If it's over, like I sent somebody's package out the other day, it was almost $2 over, but I could care less. The thing is when I package it and I send it in bigger bags, then that bag doesn't, the temperature won't change as fast. And in this blistering heat that we had for last week, I put everything in insulation for your home. I wrapped it, covered it in that. So that transformation of heat, and, at night it would cool down a little, but the heat in the daytime wouldn't get in there and overheat the shrimp. And they all showed up. Every order that everyone's contacted me about, they've all showed up perfect. None have died except one package. And those, I'm not going to badmouth them, but the breather bag popped a hole, said it was squirting out like a pinhole. And you can't double breather bags. That's why I don't like them. I always ship in fish bags. Always a double bag them. If you just watched me, I just undid every single thing here. What was it, 5 or whatever? They're all double bagged. Because if one leaks, the water has nowhere to go. Because the outside bag is so tight on the inside bag that you're just going to get some dribbles in it, and that's it. You're not going to get much. And if it does, it's not going to all run out because it can't run out and go like this. It's in that shape, So good chances of whatever you're sending is still going to be alive, and it's not going to stress out too much from the water going down in the container that it's in. And the outside bag is holding the oxygen too. So, but this bag leaked water. So out of 10 shrimp, 3 were great. And he said 1 was iffy. So it's, so other than that, everything worked really good and I'm happy. So what are we saying here? Oh yeah, for sure. Fish Tropic. Yeah. It's, dude, there's not, not every store needs something, but sometimes the stores that you go into, you're like, God, this place is a mess. So you look at their tanks and none of their fish are sick. It's because they have really good tanks, and they're seasoned well and they have nice deep substrates and, everything's super healthy. So it really doesn't matter. What was it? I was watching this one guy who used to trip me out. I was watching Jadrin Aquatics. I watch him all the time, but he goes to a store by him. I don't know if you guys ever seen it, but this guy gets his fish in. He don't do nothing. He cuts the bag and he dumps medication and all right into the tank that's full of fish and full of water. Reason being is that those tanks change water all day long. It's a constant water change on his fish. And I was just like, oh my God, you dump medicine, ammonia, whatever it is, you just dump it in there. But he has that water change going all day. So it's kind of like what LRB says about, giving his fish a bath is, they just have constantly, clean water all day, which is pretty cool. But yeah, some old stores, gosh, what are those ones? Was it I don't want to give the guy a shout out, but I've seen somewhere they're like in Japan and stuff, and they're open for years and years and years, and they don't even do water changes, and their fish are super healthy. So I guess it just, I don't know. It comes down to probably, the skill of some people on being able to take care of things. Some people have a greener thumb than others. I mean, look, I get a dead shrimp here and there, and I'll test the waters, and the waters will be gray, but it doesn't mean that there's nothing microscopic in there. So I'll do a water change, and it doesn't happen again. So, but it can happen to anybody. Yeah, but some Deborah, Dede's Fin Den. Deborah's Deborah, Dede's Fin Den. That sounds like a restaurant. Hey, you want to go up to Dede's Fin Den and go get some fish tonight? So you shouldn't open a business they can't afford to go forward with talking. Life's not product. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's never going to change. Like so many things in the world, it'll never change. It's just good that there's so many people in the hobby that today now are able to teach and provide all the information that even I had when I was a kid I didn't know. So, and I'm on here all the time learning every day from fish people and shrimp people, because you just can't stop learning, because it's like, what was it yesterday? And here's the thing is, just because somebody says something, like what was it? What was King of DIY said, don't ever just settle. And that's what I tell people all the time. If you ask me a question and I give you an answer, it doesn't mean that there's no other answer. And I might not be 100% right, but it's what I do. So don't just take my answer as the holy grail and there's no other answer. And that's what King of DIY said. I don't know. I like Joey. I like his attitude. I don't know. Hey, we all have faults. We all have this, that, and the other. And if you can't accept somebody for who they are, then, it is what it is. But Joey has a lot, he's got a lot of positive information. And that's what he said. No matter what anybody says, don't ever settle and say, okay, said, keep doing your homework. Like Terry said, he got the shrimp. He just kept reading about Siloaces. He found out how the water is over there and how the shrimp are disappearing and all this, that, and the other. And it's like, I know a ton of stuff, but I can't sit here and give you, an encyclopedia of information about everything. So it's like, look, if you want to know more about something that I'm selling, look it up, and that's what he did. But that's what I like. Some people say some pretty, they're called, what we used to say is like a one-liner, but it's something that sticks with you for a long time because it just hits home, and so it's understanding some things. I think you can't get along with everyone. Nope, you can't. Nope. Yeah, I like watching Joey. I said, yeah, so don't judge someone for someone else's experience. That's the whole thing. Is, I don't know. I've learned a lot from the guy. Man, if I could, shit, I'm a nobody, but I'm a somebody, but if I could ever just have a conversation with a guy like that, he's not really a shrimp dude, but it doesn't matter. Just to, like, I used to breed discus. I used to watch his videos when he was in a house. He had a corner tank or one up against a wall, and I think he had white pigeons in it or something. And they were just, he had some tanks that just, I would work for a year just to have, and And it's just, then the guy seems super hyper and I'm hyper, it's like, you mess with some people and you don't even know them, you just see, some things about people and you can relate. So that's kind of why I enjoy his Jimmy Johnson or Jimmy Anderson. Sorry, Jimmy Johnson. I'm thinking of the country singer. Thanks for the stream. Got around. Well, thank you so much for showing up. Oh, yes. And if you have not subscribed yet and you like what you're seeing, please hit the subscribe button. And if you've come in and you have not yet, could you please hit the thumbs up? And if you're watching a replay, could you hit the thumbs up? And if you're not subscribed yet, could you please hit the subscribe button? We're going up. We're moving up. Our numbers are going up. Everything's really cool. The smiles are getting bigger by the day. But the thing is once we hit 1,000, I'm gonna push for 5,000. And you guys are probably gonna see me on here when I'm 62. I don't know if it'll all still be shrimp, but it's I'm not going nowhere. I'm pushing because like I said, this is a out for me. It allows me to come down and relax. Not that I'm stressed out, but it just allows me to get, to chill. So, and then I can go on with my day and not have to worry about, how to relax and stuff. Chevy Fish. Mike Green says he's lurking from work. Dobo. Aquaballs. Oh, yeah, Aquaballs. Didn't I just see it? I get along with myself, LOL. Good day, everyone. Yeah, I get along with myself, too, but there's sometimes that I may get upset with myself. If I put stuff off because I'm lazy or something, just don't want to be bothered with it or something. I'm like, that was really dumb. So, like, today I got to go cut the grass, and I have to come in. I'm already pouring sweat, and I got to come in and from the coffee and everything. I got to come in, take a shower, and then do more water changes, and then get all these super pretty shrimps in their homes, and we can go from there. But everything I got today is I don't know why red dragons were sent to me. I love them, so hey, it's all good in the hood. We'll take them. I gotta get these pads out of here. Good. I let go. Yeah, don't know why the red calcios are here. But that's who I haven't heard from yet. I'm gonna have to send him a message, but he's probably just super busy. But yeah, everything's here for a reason. I don't know why these are here, but super high grade. These are the blue sapphires that we keep here. Like I said, I don't know why they're here. We have blue dreams, blue sapphires, and blue diamonds. So they're our favorites. So those are the ones that we keep. And I have the blue, I don't know why I keep calling them blue jellies. They're the lighter blue ones, but the really sweet ones. I got those around the corner. I have those in a 15-gallon Fluval, the bow front like this, or the Fluval Flex. Sorry, it's not a bow front. It's a Flex. All that algae. I have to clean all that algae. And see, that's not white like that. It's the camera making it like that, but it's a dimmer, like a brown. But anyways, the tank around the corner, the blues they were doing really good. And I'm like, I'll just leave that tank, it's got all the pumps and everything built in the back, kind of like this one. And then what happened was a bunch of snails started dying, because the ram's horns, again, because I cut back on food, feeding the powder food, and they started dying. It created ammonia, and it like blue pearl, kind of. Yeah. It killed a bunch of the shrimps. And I went over there looking. I'm like, where's all the shrimps in here? So I tested the water. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Noticed all the empty shells in there. Did a huge water change. Not huge, but probably like 25%. poured some Fritz Complete in there, and they're up and running again. Good to go. So, but that's why those aren't on the site yet. Because crap happens, and that's what happened because I wasn't paying attention. But I didn't think that those ramshorn snails would die as fast as they do when you cut back on food and start feeding powder, and they don't have large amounts to eat. They start dying, and they throw the ammonia off. So that's why I'm trying to pick out, like when I feed, I don't do it as much with the pest snails. It's just the ramshorns. When I feed, I'll go in there and scoop them out. If there's a pile of them, I get rid of them. Oh, means tails, fur, and fins. Yeah, George's cat's meow. George likes himself. I like myself. I like George too. George, they do say that it's kind of narcissistic, but I've never had a complaint about it, so. Never had a complaint about it. All right, what's going on here? I don't understand. Is somebody in here that I'm not seeing? I don't know. I just don't like not seeing somebody in the chat if I'm talking. If I'm reading out of the chat, if I miss somebody, I feel really bad. What is it? Because it said Mr. Slee. Fish Tropic put that in there. Oh, unless you're commenting to someone. It isn't out for me as well, Brian, from the damn landscaping that is killing me physically. That is why I am trying to push the Aquatic Morning Show. Oh yeah, it's I don't know. A leave can be your best friend when it comes to that. Yeah, the Aquatic Morning Show is is a great idea. Really, really great idea. I was sorry to hear about Rocco when he said that stuff the other day about his heart and stuff. It really sucks to hear bad news about people, but hopefully he'll be totally fine. And it's just him. Not this second. I'll get it here in a minute. So I got to cut the grass now. Huh? Okay. All right, love. Oh, I got to clear my ears. So congested. But yeah, it's I enjoy it. I like coming on here. Even if there's two people, I still like coming on here. But it's just I don't know. It's seeing people, talking to people from all over the place. It's fun because it's everything's positive. And if somebody's having a bad day, like that too, hey, put it in here. Because look, talk about that stuff too. There's probably nothing worse than not having an out for how you're feeling for the day. That's why I thought, because I suffer from depression, anxiety, panic attacks, and all that stuff. Even though you don't see it, but I feel it, so I take the meds and stuff. But that's why I was thinking of starting another channel for that, and just to where people can go and de-stress and let off some steam and come on and laugh and do all sorts of stuff like that. It's beneficial. Talking is beneficial. Smiling and laughing is the best drug in the world. They just don't sell it. As Brian, I've learned a lot from Joey too, but when he picked on baby brother Alex, I pulled away. He has issues, but still mad at him right now. I hope he is learning how his actions affect people. True. Yeah. It's I don't condone anything about anybody, Deborah. I don't. I didn't like it either. It was, but it's, I don't know what you say about something like that. Yeah, it wasn't proper, but I see how you're saying. I just pulled back for a minute. See, that's everyone has that choice. Don't talk to somebody anymore, or just give it time till you calm down, or what have you. Because look, it's hopefully I never have a bad day and say anything bad about anybody, or just not say anything bad, but kind of have an episode. Let's call it that. Have an episode. Because look, I've had them at work. I've had them many places where I got upset and snapped or said something, that maybe I shouldn't have, or I felt bad about it later. It's I think it all comes down to, in society today, many people won't agree. This is just me just coming up with something out of nowhere. But if we were to forget more or forgive more, than hold a grudge or hate as much as society does, because it's bred into us. With racism to you name it, pointing fingers and saying, "Hey, you're not as good as I am." Society's done that, but it's done it for hundreds of years, and it will never stop. It will never stop, because that's what keeps the squeaky wheel. It's the oil. That's why things will never, ever stop. Everyone wants to fight and say, "Oh, racism, blah, blah, blah." It'll never stop. Do you think that you're the first one that's ever said anything? Not you, but anyone. You don't think that 60 years ago they were saying it? 100 years ago they were saying it? You think when, people getting burned on crosses and stuff, so long ago, they weren't saying this stuff? It doesn't matter. Nothing will ever change. The only thing is if you could look at somebody and say, okay, well, there's good in them. They're not horrible people. They, had a bad day. Some people might have more than one bad day. It's just, I don't know. It's, when I was younger, I used to be like, "Oh, F that. I don't even care. You're a piece of crap," and I was a finger pointer, "You're nothing," and half the time when I look back at it, I'm like, why did I do that? And, it's, I've just got to a point now to where, if I don't like what you said or what you did, I just take time away, chill. And I take away from you what's important to me. So if you have information that's very important, that I find very interesting and important, I'll take that information, and, become rich mentally, that I just got something that worked so well for me or meant so much to me. But if you're someone that talks and I feel dumber after listening to you, then yeah, of course I don't go that route. But that's another thing too. I mean, how many people on here have friends that they kind of like gotta, walk around, you kind of got to tread water around. They're great people, but they get upset easy. Their feelings get hurt. Anything like that. I have friends like that. I tell them right to their face. I've chosen to walk gracefully around you and step easy on eggshells because I know you get upset easy. I know your feelings get hurt. And I tell them this right to their face. I said, but I think you're a good person and I like having you as a friend. So I choose to be this way around you. Because most people, I'd just be like, whatever, go live your life. I don't need 2 seconds of you. But when I see the goodness in someone and they have a flaw it's my choice to figure out a way that I can deal with it, and to deal with a situation that you have, or I just go my own way. Now in a situation like this, he's not. it's not like we're buddies. He's someone on here that gives information. He's a smart person, and like I said, I might not agree every time with the things he does, but who am I? Who am I to judge? Who am I to, but when I was a kid, I did judge, and I was wrong for that, but right now, who am I to say I'm better than anyone? I'm not, and so when I see stuff like that happen, it's, how do I rate it? How do I judge it? I don't, because it didn't have to do with me. It seemed like there was little things on both sides being planted to, once it started to continue. And I was just like, this, it's a volatile situation. So sometimes you can't get around it. But here's the things. I like Alex. I like King of DIY. That's the way it is. If they have a misunderstanding or a little baby thing that they had, that's between them. They're grown men. And guess what? Alex is very professional. So is King of DIY. And they'll remesh again. It was a bad day. That's the way I look at it, because I try to be the positive one in the group, even though they don't know me or nothing. But I like to watch him. I like to watch him. So I stay positive mentally and be like, oh, they'll fix it. Don't worry about it. They'll fix it. It's kind of like watching a TV show. Oh, they're fighting. Well, next week they won't be fighting. They'll take that out of the script. They'll become friends again. But that's just my 2 cents. And my 2 cents is not worth very much because it's only 2 cents. But that's how that's my opinion on it. I don't know. Hey, good creators, buckheads, simple. And that's another thing. Gosh, Tropic, you just keep you say things that I'm thinking of, but I just can't. It's you got 2 smart people. Okay, it's like, I don't know. It's like having 2 mad scientists in the same room. And, they're going to bash heads all day long because one's going to say no. The other one's going to say, yeah. I mean, it's like having 2 people with big egos, 2 narcissistic people in the same room. It's, it's the same thing. You got 2 big name people, even though Alex doesn't have nowhere near as many subs as, but give it time. Give it time. I mean, Alex takes a couple things that somebody says about him not having a microphone in a channel. And now all of a sudden the guy's got a whole YouTube channel going on in his house because he picked out whatever, what was being said. But you don't have this, and you don't have this to become big. And he's like, well, shit, I'll go get it. And bam, now he's, guy's doing his stuff. So, you got 2 smart people, it's kind of like a fight to the top. Alex has to he's got to make up yardage, but, he wants the touchdown. And, the other guys that are at the top right now are going to have someone next to him soon. It's just the way it is, so. Edibles tend to be a good way to go for people with fibromyalgia. Oh boy, we're on fibromyalgia. Jess, you like heat or cold? I see people that do nothing playing sports. Yeah. So yeah, that's where I sit on that. It's like I said, my opinion, but it's just it's how I look at things now that I've gotten older. Like I said, when I was younger, I was a finger pointer. I I would say things, to get people to go, yeah, you're right. And I'd be like, yeah. And now it's like, I don't know for what. I try to, like I said, I try to see the positive in everything. And if there's not a positive, I try to make one. That's just how it is. AMC to the moon. Yeah, they had a good day today. They were talking about if last night I was watching them talk about it. They're saying all sorts of stuff. People are getting out. Yeah, why stocks are about to go insane. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know anything about stocks. So AMC up? Yeah, oh yeah. AMC was at what was it at? $4, $4 a stock, and then it went up to 70 something. Now it's 50 something. Unless it's gone up. It was like 50 something yesterday, I think, but it dropped down $10 and then it's going back up. Oh yeah, they're saying that AMC can go up in hundreds of dollars. Yeah, it's AMC's through the roof, and it's just Pumpkin King called me, or he messaged me. He said, "Hey, this is supposed to be a hot thing," and I'm like, "I don't know nothing about stocks. What am I going to do?" He's like, "Look, we're all putting money in. It's a good thing. Put some money in." I don't have money to put it in. I mean, probably could have borrowed it, but it's. I was like, "Yeah, I don't know nothing about it. I don't have nothing set up. I don't know how to do any of it." And 5 days later, it went from $4 to 70 some dollars. I was like, oh, I would have sold. Yeah. Pumpkin King gets rich, boy. Hey, if Pumpkin King gets rich, guess what? He can give me his Mustang because he can buy a brand new one. He won't need his old Mustang anymore. Can you dig it? All right, what's going on here? Oh, that must have been from yesterday. A little water. Yeah, that one did get kind of high. All right, what we got, Deborah? Have met a lot of really cool people, though, YouTube. Yep, that's, hey, you got to take it all together, and you got to take the good with the bad, right? And then when you bring it to the middle, it's all mediocre. It's all good, so... But where are we at? Hour and a half. All right. Nightmares holding. Yep. Don't want to do anything, but it stressed me out. I don't have enough medication to play the stock. So, all right, everyone. I am going to bounce off of here. Thank you so much for everyone that is hanging out. I wanted to show you the unboxing so you guys could see some of the nice stuff we're getting into breed. Oh, man. A big, fat Prego green Babalti. Love it. I love it when they come in pregnant. Makes my job so easy. But yeah, I love getting in these little packages. With more supplies, like I said, the ecological bacteria powder, that's a mouthful. But this stuff is really good. Really, really good. I use it. If you don't believe me, I got one right here. Oh. And it's open. See, it's powder. It's kind of like Bacter. But it just, it's, they got a few different, but this is, it's made by Muta over in Taiwan. It's their stuff. It's supposed to help, with water, all sorts of stuff. It's really good stuff. I put this in tanks like that were lacking, like algae and stuff on the glass. I put it in like every other day for like, I don't know, a week. And then like 2 weeks later, the tank is just banged with algae, on the glass and stuff. I was like, oh, crap. Yes, sir. Sorry, I'm driving. I would have to buy one. My son would be so mad. Oh, you'll be okay. Then just buy me a new Mustang. Look, I'll take a F-150 because they're going electric. I don't want an electric car. Just buy me one. Buy me an F-250 4-door, 8-foot bed. diesel. Not 6.0. I'll go 7.2 if we can still get 7.2. Yeah, if you hit it real big, yeah, I'll come down, build that building you want on your house. And that way I can drive the diesel truck back and forth to the store and load up on lumber so we don't have to use the roof of your Mustang. And then when I'm done, that'll be my pay. Can you get calico shrimp? Calcio? I have Calcio. I actually have some right here. Don't know why he sent them to me. Here's red Calcio right here. I have Dragon Blood Blues and I have black Calcio, but the blacks haven't bred yet. I purchased those from a friend of mine a while back. They're right down there. At least I don't know if they're pregnant yet. I was just looking at it the other day. Calcios are touchy. So once they start, you're good to go. You got to make sure the parameter. That was another tank that screwed up on me because of the ram's horns. They died, and the tank stopped breeding, and it was my red Calcio tank right there. But my blue Calcio, my Dragon Blood Blues are all the way at the end over there. They just took forever to feel comfortable. Then bam, now they're on their third batch already. The Calcios are, they're, I don't know. I don't want to say touchy. They don't die, but for breeding and stuff, it's like these bred, the Dragon Blood Blues, they're in 140 TDS. I keep them like 110, 115. And the 140 was the magical number. So, I keep that in mind. So it's like, do I do red Calcios and the blacks in 140? Well, I got these from a friend of mine in Florida, and these I got from Robbie, and those I got from Robbie a long time ago, But yeah, they are $24 here at my local fish store. I don't know Calcio. I don't sell Calcios that much. The Dragon Blood Blues I sell for $20, and then I would have to look it up, but I don't sell because the Dragon Blood Blues are the most expensive ones that I sell. I don't even have the black Calcios on there yet. I think they're 15. Oh no, they are 20. I don't know why they're 20. I'm going to have to drop that down. And it says not available. Well, they are available now. Yeah, the red Calcio, those will get dropped down to 15. I believe. Let me make sure. Yeah, there's Drag Blood Blues 20. Seeing like the Safari Dancing Man, where I got them from my buddy in Florida, he sells them $25. I sell them for 20. I mean, 25 is high. Hey, degenerate. But that's what they go for. So I try to go a little lower. Plus, I was having the sale and trying to help out. But yes, I do have them. I'll adjust that, but yeah, so all right. Thanks for the stream, Brian. Everyone have a great day. I'm off to Key West for a week. What? You're a jerk. I'm so jealous. Have a great trip. Stay safe. Watch them roads. The trip I'll be taking is to Aquashella. I'll be going to Aquashella in Chicago. Well, it's in Indiana, or Illinois. I'm sorry, not Indiana, Illinois. Yeah, I'll be going there. The wifey said she don't care if I go. She's like, stay at night. I don't want to stay at night. It's 5-hour drive one way. Or, well, if it's Illinois, it's, probably going to be 5 hours one way. I don't know. I'll go there for, a few hours, take off, come back home. But, yep. All right. Let me get out of here. I have to go cut the grass. Go cut the grass and then come down here and do water changes. So I'll get off of here, let somebody else hop on and tell us about their amazing day. And like I said, once I come in from cutting the grass, I'll put all these shrimps in their destination. And Chubby Guppy, you are so welcome. Please hit that thumbs up if you have not. Hit the subscribe if you are not subscribed. And we will be talking to you soon. So thank you to my moderators for everything. Because if it wasn't for you, I would be all over the place. So thank you so very much for what you do. Thank you for being my moderators. I appreciate it. And it hasn't been the safest of cities lately. Hey, no city's the safest lately, right? So it's I live in outskirts of Detroit, so I don't know. I guess I just I have that thick skin. Not saying things can't happen, but I don't know. I guess if you mind your business and go about things, you'd probably be all right. But I'm just going from my house right to Aquashella. I'm going to go in, then I'm going to come out, get in my car, and come all the way back. That's it. So I can make it there. I can make it there and back, no problem, on a tank of gas in my Magnum. So gave him a GoPro. That was so nice. Oh yeah, I need a GoPro bad. I didn't say that. I said that in a couple streams ago. I've been looking. Oh, that one. I have a filter that slowed up. Wow, that's weird. Sounds like there's air leaking. Or that's just the smoothness, all the bubbles. But it sounds like one of my valves or something is leaking. I don't know. It's really weird. I have to see. Maybe unplug this wall and check it out. But yeah, that'd be you should have told me I could have gone with you. Oh, well, it's not until next month. It's August 14th and 15th. I haven't even bought a ticket yet. Shoot, come on, let's go. Maybe an airline pop. That's what I'm thinking. But it might be that one or something, because that one's barely got bubbles coming out, but I don't know. But it's real quiet, so it could just be the bubbles, but it's a weird sound. I don't know. We'll look into it. I flooded my kitchen yesterday. Oh, 125-gallon water tower. Oh, no. God, dog, I hate when that happens. Gotta get one of the water sensors. They got them. I think does LRB use them? Somebody, I think LRB, now Jadrin uses them. You hook it on the side, and when the water touches both, it creates a circuit, and it throws it off so you hear. But what I do now is when I turn my water on, I set an alarm on my phone immediately. So when I'm running the water, filling it up, I'll put like a 3-hour alarm. Then if I'm somewhere, I just call home and be like, hey, go and plug it. So, yeah. So I used to do it all the time. Yeah, see, he's got the water alarm. Chubby Guppy's got the water alarm. Yeah, he says if you think it's off, it's off. Yeah, it's something. It's really weird. Hold on. It is. Or it could just be bubbles floating out so good because my system or what it could be is, one of the seams gave away or something. I mean, not a seam, but one of the valves. Yeah, I don't know. And see, I have the plastic, the little valves, that you turn to let the air through on the hose, the air line, and those things leak like the dickens. So it could be any of that stuff that's failing, but the system's great. These air pumps I got, these Alitas, shit, they're sweet. I've been running them for I don't know what, 6 months now or something, and they're used. I just rebuilt them. I just ordered the things and rebuilt them. I got one more. He sent me one more. He said, "Here, rebuild it and sell it." I was like, "I'll rebuild it and save it." So, Aquashella, Chicago. Yep, I am going. I used to use those things too. Got it off of Amazon for blind people. Oh, yeah. The water, yeah. It was a python. A plant plugged the screen on the mesh in the sink, and I was busy in the tank. Oh, boy. Can I put the alarm in my sink? Yeah. All you have to do is hang it over the edge. It's got wires. You can bend them out, but it's got wires. And the minute the water touches it, it creates a connection, and it sets the alarm off. Always forget, yeah. RODI or the RO water machine, yeah. That's why I set the alarm now. I used to do it so much. They're just two probes that when they touch anything, they beep. Yep. Yeah. Kevin. But all right, everybody, let me get off of here. I'll be here all day, and the grass won't get cut and water changes won't get done. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming and hanging out. It means the world to me. I have a blast doing it. Super, super cool. Have a beautiful day. It is Friday. It's Freaky Friday. What is it they say on the radio? It's Friday, bitches. I'm probably going to get, what was it? Demonetized. So enjoy your weekend. I'm going to enjoy mine. And my normal stream day is Sunday at 8 p.m. So, I don't know. I've streamed like 92 times this week, I think. So, but I need to, what was it, Deborah? Yeah, I'm looking for that, GoPro right now. So I had one. I saw one on there I was going to call him about. And but he was really far away. Well, not really far away. It was like 45-minute drive. Now it's gone. I lose that all the time. 3B Aquatics. Oh, hey, 3B. Hey, did you get your stuff? Gosh, I was just getting ready to message you. See, we had lurkers. I did not know. 3B Aquatics. Go check that channel out. It's super, super cool. Guy's got plants, everything. He's got a great channel. Check his stuff out. He probably clicked off already. That's really weird. Yeah, it could just be water. The bubbles, they're just flying out of the filters everywhere. So, yeah, we'll get into it. Check it out. Don't want to be losing no air. Actually, my pipes popped apart the other day over here because I don't glue them. I just banged them together. So we're going to have to see. I don't know. It's something. Something's going on. I got water leaking out over here. I wonder what's going on. Water changes yesterday. This tank right here got full, but it didn't go over. So I don't know if I knocked some water out when I stuck the thing in the scoop water. Probably that's what it did. So not yet. You haven't got your stuff yet? You got to be kidding me. How did it not come yet? Have you run your number? Your tracking number? Tuesday. Oh, it's got to come today, Friday. God, I hope everything's good. Yeah, they should be fine. Skipper. All right, everyone. Let me get out of here. But 3B, please let me know the minute you get them. I hate shipping because I need to know that everyone showed up good and none of them are dead and all that stuff. So yes, please keep me in the loop. So let me know later today when you get your mail if UPS dropped them off. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. Love all the attention. It's really great. And from Detroit, thank you, 3B. Take care. Be safe. And remember, spit, don't swallow when you're doing your water changes. All right, everybody. See ya later. Peace.